Welcome to episode 57
57 episodes
of our Run Club, the podcast.
Yeah, we're like Heinz. We're like Heinz, the Heinz company. 57 varieties.
50 of ketchup?
I guess so. Isn't that what they have?
I
That's
think
what it
I've
says on
seen
there.
the label.
57 varieties of, I don't know, of like things. Maybe not ketchup. Imagine 57 varieties of ketchup. Maybe just varieties of things.
That's like a weird,
Ketchup,
it's just such a
mustard,
weird number.
Relish. I know,
Did
isn't
they
that
stop
strange?
there though? Like,
Yeah, they stopped at 57, I guess. I don't know.
so if like someone comes up with like a new product, they're like, we gotta get rid of one.
Oh, right, exactly. That's what they do. They do. One goes out. That's where that reach that would be their like absolute capacity of varieties of things.
57.
Ketchup.
So today we're talking ketchup.
We're talking ketchup today. We're going to talk about something different.
Condiments.
Condiments.
I'm kidding.
No.
No, we're talking running.
Silly. I'm sorry. I'm off track here.
That's alright.
I'm sorry. It can happen. It can happen easily.
We thought we would lighten the mood a little bit.
We're going to lighten the mood today.
So we're talking music, man.
We're going to talk music.
A little bit of music.
Who doesn't love music? Or
Running-
enjoy it a little bit, you know?
I would be hard pressed to meet someone who doesn't like music.
I know. In some shape or form, right?
Right.
So today, a podcast was entitled
Running with Tunes,
Runnin'
man.
with Tunes, man.
So
Yeah.
we are, we're not talking about songs that involve running.
Not necessarily.
Not
they
really.
could, but I mean, no.
Right.
Not
But we're
necessarily.
not talking about like Born to Run, or
No.
Band on the Run,
Not necessarily.
or Running with the Devil.
Right.
Not,
Right.
Not that type of music.
Right.
It could be.
It could be, but not just specifically songs with the run in it, you know, with the word run or running or
Right.
any shape or form of run.
We're just talking top 5 tunes that we like to listen to.
Top 5 tunes that we today would like to listen to, like, you know.
While
what I mean?
we're running.
While we're running on our top 5 playlist songs. Something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
Cool. They could involve the word running, but they're not necessarily that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, before we get into our list,
Yes.
how the heck have you been, man?
Okay. I've been alright, considering, you know.
Yeah?
You know, that's me knocking on wood.
Nice.
My family, friends, and I are so far, everyone's healthy and like to keep it that way. You know.
Good.
How about you?
Same,
Yeah.
man. Everybody's doing pretty good. We're, going a little stir crazy, but
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I noticed that at home too.
but we are, we're getting there. We're getting there, man. I think this is a grind, but
Yep.
we're hanging in. We tried to do, you know how like going out is like frowned upon. You're not
Yes.
supposed to go out.
Right. Exactly.
So we tried to do like the grocery shopping online and have them deliver.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
How was it a nightmare?
Well, I ordered all this stuff and it hasn't showed up yet.
How long ago did you order this stuff?
I ordered it on April 4th
Oh, jeez.
and we were recording on April 9th, so it's
Yeah.
been a week almost.
Yeah.
5 days. I know I shouldn't complain because it's really only been 5 days, but I thought it
But you
would
might
be.
need things.
Right.
So you need things.
I need things.
So
So I had to go to the grocery store today to get some things to hold me over till this order comes in.
did you get there? Did you go and get things?
I did. It was a little insane.
Yeah. It
Nobody
is.
follows the rules, man.
It's weird now. I mean, what I've noticed in the grocery stores is everything changes every single day. Like, I went to the grocery store yesterday in the afternoon, and now there's, like, tape arrows all on the floor, so you've got to go one way in
Did
the
people
aisles.
follow the directions?
No,
'Cause that
no,
was the
nope,
thing that was
no.
bothering me. I'm going out of my way
Right.
to make sure I go the right way. So, like, if I miss an aisle, I got to go down another aisle to come back the right. And other people just whatever.
Yeah.
I'll go wherever I want.
I know, and I noticed that too, and I was trying, I really was trying, and then there were a couple of times where I actually almost went down the wrong aisle, and I was like, oh my god, is an alarm going to go off or something? I thought they were flashing
Someone's
light
gonna
and
come and
a
tackle
siren. Yeah, exactly. It didn't happen, but because I changed directions and rerouted, and but it was weird, and I was wearing a mask, and I started wearing a mask going
Me too.
into public places, and that feels awkward.
Doesn't it feel weird?
It feels weird for a lot of reasons, but they, apparently it's something to do that helps keep, other people safe, really.
Right.
Really, it keeps you from infecting somebody else. So, so started wearing one. My mother-in-law made one for
Well,
me
that's
and for my
nice.
wife, and she's making some for the kids, although we're not taking the kids into public places. But they're going to have masks, and I just felt the whole thing was
Doesn't
weird.
it feel weird? It feels like I'm being, I don't know, mean. Like when someone comes and I'm like, I got my mask on,
Right.
I'm trying to.
And,
I'm afraid of you, but I'm not really afraid of you.
Right.
I'm just trying to not sneeze on you.
But you could see that though. You could see it when you're like in the store. People are looking at each other like, what do I do? Are you too close to me? Am I too close to you? When I'm out running, it's like people are taking an extra wide berth when they go by you, moving way over on the sidewalk, or running out into the road. So it's
so different.
It is definitely different, weird. You know what I found too with running?
Mm-hmm.
That there are fewer and fewer places to go.
That's true,
things are
man.
getting really narrow as far as like choices, because where we live, state parks, city parks have all been closed, blocked off. Tracks have been blocked up, so you can't go to any of those places because they were attracting large crowds of people, and the social distancing really wasn't happening.
Right.
You got to give people credit for getting out there and getting some exercise and fresh air, taking their families out. But then on the other hand, it was like people were just way too close in a lot of those places.
Right.
And so now, fewer places to go. And
you got to hit up the industrial.
You got to hit up.
We said last week.
You got to hit the industrial parks up. And I find myself going on roads that I haven't gone on, and roads less traveled.
Mm-hmm. Take the road less traveled.
Take the road less traveled. But I think that I think the runners are, you find the runners are kind of just doing their thing. They just go and move by you, and I see mostly solo runners now. But when I do see like pairs, they're more than 6 feet apart. I've noticed. Yeah. So I think the runners are doing an okay job.
I think so.
Kudos, man.
Kudos to the runners, man.
Yeah. They just want to get out there and get some exercise, man.
Me too. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to do. Just get some miles in.
Get some miles in.
Or what the heck?
Yeah. Stay physically fit. Keep your mind from going cuckoo, right? For
Dude, I'm totally going cuckoo over here.
I know, it's tough. It's tough though. But you know what's funny? We were talking about music. It's pretty well known, I think, from this podcast that I don't typically run with music.
It's true.
Unless I'm on a treadmill.
Yeah.
I decided to borrow my wife's iPod the other day.
An iPod?
Yeah. And
cool.
Yes.
Is it an iPod Nano?
It's not I have one of those, but it doesn't work anymore. So hers is like, it's one of the old iPod videos, I think it's called.
Oh,
and it's really cool. Does the trick. Put a lot of songs on it. And it's neat. I mean, it's...
Did you run with it?
I did. I ran with it.
Wow.
And so...
What kind of headphones do you wear?
I just have some just like earbuds. And they work cordless. I wish I had a pair of cordless ones.
That's cool.
So I may at some point,
Do you have the problem where they stay in your ears? I have to do some things to get them to stay in my ears.
Yeah, bubblegum or something like that.
I do. You've ever heard of command hooks?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I was going to say I take the sticky part.
No, I never heard of command hooks. I just said yes because I felt I had to.
Anyway,
I felt dumb.
They're like little sticky hooks that you stick onto the wall.
Oh,
so I put the sticky stuff on my ear.
Really?
And I stick. No, I don't do that.
I don't think it's a good idea. No.
It's not good.
Mine have little funny things that go over the top of the ear,
like
so
the
that
hooks.
helps. The hooks, yeah.
See, mine have these. They call them horns that you put on the. It's like onto the earbud.
Yeah.
And it's like fills up your ear space.
Mm-hmm.
And it holds it in there. It's called earbuds. Remember earbuds?
Earbuds, yeah. That's what mine are actually a earbuds brand. So, I mean, I don't know that this is going to be something I'm going to do all the time with the music, but because sometimes it just throws my rhythm off. Yeah. But if you get the right stuff, the right mix, right, then you got something. And I found there were a couple of times where music actually helped. It helped it enhanced my run, but there were times where going up a couple of hills, and when I was tired, it kind of pumped me up and got me excited.
Got you going?
Yeah.
So have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's been cool. It's been cool. Like I said, I don't think I'll do it all the time, but I enjoyed it, and it's something new, and it's in these trying times, it's something different.
Yeah.
And so in an industrial park where there's not much to look at, except buildings that are that look all industrial. You need something to spruce it up. You know what I mean?
Right. With all the industry going
With all the industry going on, still going on.
So why do you not like listening to music when you run?
Well, sometimes it just distracts me.
Yeah.
You know, and
you don't like to be distracted when you're running, because I'm like the opposite. I love being I don't want to think about how much pain.
I love music. I love music. You know, I listen to all kinds of music. I play music. But when I'm running, sometimes it does distract me, and sometimes it throws my rhythm off a little bit. That's why you've got to really search for your song lists and music that really, really does it for you. But yeah. So
you've enjoyed it, though.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
But you look at it like a way to mix it up a bit.
Yes, to mix it up, because you know, I've found the past few weeks I've had to mix things up a little bit, do things a little bit differently, because it's different times that we're living in right now. You know,
it's true, man.
So
maybe before we get into our list,
yes,
what type of genres are on your list?
Genres.
Do you have like a specific like genre you enjoy listening to?
Well,
or are you like a all over the place kind of guy?
For today, we're looking at like, I would say a classic rock and roll. But if you want to break it down a bit, you could say I've got a couple of jam tunes on there.
Okay.
Because I like a couple of jam bands, but that's not the only type of music that I listen to. But what I like about it when I'm running is that it's extended, it's improvisational, so it's extended and it goes on longer. So you know, a song is going to be like, maybe you can get a song for like 17 to 20 minutes, and that's cool when you're running, right?
So you could get like 3 miles, 2-3 miles before your next tune.
Exactly. So, but then I've got a couple of shorter ones. So I do also like some jazz tunes as well, because jazz is, again, I really enjoy jazz music, and it's improvisational in nature, so it's going to be extended. So,
Got it.
And it's
you just like to see where it's going.
Yes, like to see where it's going.
Like you don't like a structured this song. Well, I'm sure you like some songs like that.
Yes, I do like some like that.
When you're running, you prefer like, oh man, where am I going to go next? You know,
I kind of run like that too.
Yeah. I
run like that when I turn on my GPS and I go, and sometimes I'm not always sticking to routes. I just
really
GPS it out, go, see where I end up. I always end up where I started, but I go and I never know. Sometimes I never really know where I'm going to go. I just head out there lately and just try to find different roads and do something different. And I'm an emotional runner too, so how I'm feeling that day, you know, and it changes. It changes in a run. You know, I could be starting out not feeling that good, and then all of a sudden, boom! It just suddenly hits me, and I feel great, and then I'm moving.
That intrigues me.
Yeah, and so
when you start running, you just go.
Yeah.
You're not like,
lately,
I'm going to go down here, I'm going to do this loop, I'm going to do 6 miles today.
Well,
you just hit
sometimes, I mean, I usually have a distance or a time that I'm going to do. Sometimes I'll have a course, an out and back, or a loop, but lately it's been like I really needed to mix it up. And so I'm just going, and I'm just go down some roads that I know, other roads that I don't, follow some different paths that I haven't tried in the past. So
when you're listening to music, do you let the music guide you?
I don't know.
Sounds silly.
No, it's not silly at all. Because sometimes when you're playing music, that's the way it is. You know?
Right.
You just kind of let it guide you.
Yeah.
And if you're playing with a group of musicians, you play and you kind of let them guide you and go with a theme that somebody's playing on and just kind of go with it.
But are you like, I'm going to take a left now?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. So, yeah. So, what about you as far as genres are concerned?
Genres, I'm all over the place over here.
I am too. I've got some metal in there too.
Some metal?
Yeah, yep. There's definitely some metal on there.
Wow. See, I didn't think of any metal songs. I've got just like some hip hop, some classic rock tunes, some like, I don't even know what it would be classified as, but like some heavier rock and roll stuff.
It's
and then just like some pop. You know?
There's some poppy stuff in there too.
Yeah.
You're gonna laugh at some of the pop stuff, and some I think, you'll get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Because it's a mix. I mean, and you know what? It was a hard task sitting down and picking 5 that are my top.
Right.
You know?
Because this isn't my all-time 5.
This isn't my all-time 5
This is just
either.
what I'm listening to now.
That's not right. And it could change in a week. I could go to something totally different, or just pick one group and just stick with one group's music, or one artist's, music. And so, but this is like now kind of. So, yeah.
So why don't we gotta take a break?
We're gonna take a break, man, and then we'll really get down to the nitty-gritty.
We'll get into this.
Some overlap. I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, you do.
That's cool.
5.
All right, so we're gonna start with 5.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do 5, my 5. You're gonna do your 5, and then we'll work our way up.
Yeah.
And then I have some honorable mentions too, because this is such a hard task.
Yeah.
I have a hard time with this.
Are we back?
We are back.
Oh,
are we back?
We're back.
Oh my god.
Okay. So yeah, you start with your 5, and then I'll go 5.
Yes.
You go 4, etc.
Yeah. And I do have a hard time with these. What are your favorite songs, or what are your favorite albums, or favorite movie? Because it's just so hard.
Yeah, it's so true. Especially 5, because so many.
There.
All right, what do you got, Ray?
So number 5.
Let's see, Ray.
Running with the Devil.
Well, it does have
Van
Runnin in
Halen.
it. Wow.
Yes, I know. That just so happened. It's a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
I didn't pick it because it had the word running in it, but I picked it because it's such a cool jam.
Good tune, bro.
It's got a kind of a slow intro, and then it just whoa,
Yeah, man.
So I'm starting out in a run, and that comes on, and it just gets
Forget
me
about
going.
it. That's like the Eye of the Tiger situation. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's like it just gets you going.
Exactly. And Eye of the Tiger actually would be a nice song to put in that list, but I didn't because
I didn't. Put
it might be in yours though.
No, it's not. But that's a good tune, man.
So yeah, number 5 for me, and Eddie Van Halen's his guitar work in it is just amazing. He's got great solos, and it gets me pumped.
Dude's got some chops on the old guitar.
I mean, I could probably just listen to Van Halen when I run
all
the time, and I would be perfectly happy.
Just rocking out, baby.
Yeah, great stuff.
Running with the Devil.
Indeed.
Maybe we should do a podcast where all the songs have the word "run" in them.
Then we could do that. Maybe next week.
Maybe.
There are a lot actually. When I was actually going through, I was like, man, there are lots.
Lots of them.
Yeah.
So Running with the Devil. All right.
Yes, indeed.
So my song is not really like a. It's not like a hit or anything.
It doesn't.
So like people might not.
It's a hit with you.
It's a hit with me.
It's a hit with you.
I think it's kind of like a deep cut on like. You ever hear of Justin Timberlake?
Of course.
He was in NSYNC.
He was in NSYNC.
He became a pretty popular solo artist.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He's good. Dude,
I have to admit, I like his music.
Yeah. So he's got a
I don't
song
own any of it.
on I Don't Know the album because I just kind of it just popped up.
Deep cuts are great.
And it's called Let the Groove Get In.
Let the groove get in.
Let the groove get in. It's very rhythmic.
Yeah. I think that's important when you're running.
And it's not there's not a lot of words to it. It's very repetitive.
Yeah.
He just says let the groove get in lots of times. And then it's got some kind of Middle Eastern sitar stuff going on.
Yeah. Cool.
In Indian type
I like it.
music
I like
at the end there. And it's pretty long. It's a longer song. So I think that's why I like it for running. It gets me in the groove, you know?
Gets you in a groove. And running's repetitive, so you want to get into a groove. So.
Yeah, and then it's just I'm not thinking about it. I'm not I'm just listening, and I'm let the groove get in, man, and I'm just running.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite songs to run to.
Sweet.
And
it's a deeper cut.
I think it's a deeper cut. I'm not really super familiar with Justin Timberlake's whole catalog.
Yes.
His discography. But I do know that song is, it's a fun song to run to, I think. And it's probably 6 or 7 minutes long, maybe 8 minutes long. So it's good. I can kind of get into it.
Yeah.
Let the groove get in, baby.
Let the groove get in. Cool. Running with the Devil, let the groove get in.
That's it.
So we'll go to number 4, yes?
Number 4, yes.
All right, so for me, number 4 is a song by a band called Heart, and it's Barracuda.
Heart?
Right? Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I've heard of Heart. I'm sure if you sung this song,
great band.
I don't
know that I can sing it right now. Yeah. I can't do it like Ann Wilson. This woman has pipes on her, and she can just sing. And her sister Nancy Wilson is playing guitar, and she can wail on the guitar. They also have other guitarists in the band, but it's great guitar music, great bass, great drums, driving vocals, and it's just great.
Just like, boom.
Oh yeah.
Heart.
Barracuda.
Barracuda.
I'm like a barracuda when I'm out there running, man. I tell you, a predator. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a predator fish, but it's a cool song.
What are the songs that has Heart done?
They did. They did a ballad back in the '80s called "These Dreams." I think it's called.
I feel like that's the one I've heard of theirs.
Yeah.
I've heard Barracuda before.
Not a song that would be in my running playlist because it's
too
slow song.
It's a slow
Yeah,
one.
but Barracuda is really good. Magic Man is another one.
Magic Man?
Yep, I think it's called Magic Man. I think that's the title.
You know what's a slow song I like is Hey Jude.
That's a great song.
It's not on my list, but
that's a great
it's
song. It's slow, but it has an incredible build-up.
Yes.
An incredible build-up.
Yeah.
Till like you're just like hopping.
Yeah, man. But Heart.
Barracuda. Yeah.
Is it all about like a love, like breakup or something?
Well,
or?
It's kind of about like not necessarily a great guy, a nice, someone who she's probably attracted to, but he's kind of a,
He's a bad boy?
Yeah, a predator type guy, but she's like, but the song itself, the sound is really, really good. Get you pumped up.
My fourth song is actually kind of in the same theme in terms of a story around the song. So it's a song by a band called Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of them?
Yeah, were they like a 90s band, I think?
Yeah, they're still rocking out today.
90s band into the 2000s?
Yeah, they're still
maybe
rocking.
early 2000s. Okay.
2000s.
All right.
Is when they were like huge. But it's a song, it's another deep cut.
Yeah.
They got a lot of deep cuts on mine.
Deep cuts are,
I don't even know if it's on an album or if it's like a bonus track. I think it's like a bonus track. It's a song called Ode to Clarissa.
Ode to Clarissa.
Yes. So, but it's rocking.
Yeah.
Heavy, not heavy, well, yeah, kind of heavy, but like just a catchy guitar lick,
Yeah.
Just like, and it starts off with like, boom, let's go.
Yeah.
It's like, hit you,
So, do you find that, your heart rate goes up when that song comes on? Or your pace goes up?
It's a good song to just, like, right out the door. Put that on and just go.
Nice.
And it's, but it's like the same type of theme. It's like this bad boy, He says, I'm the one your mama told you about.
Yeah. The one that your mama warned you about.
Right. And,
boom.
and just like, boom. And he's like, climbing in through a girl's window, and then he's like, I'm off to Michelle, my second date. It's very like...
That's what the lyrics are? Okay.
That's some of the lyrics. But yeah, it's really, I don't endorse that kind of behavior.
Right.
But in terms of
I don't either.
A rockin' song,
like the song
gets
itself.
you going.
Yeah.
It'll get you going, man. It's one of those like up-tempo, just guitar lick, heavy,
Would you like a hard rock? Is it a metal, or is it kind of like sort of like
it's like a little mix, It's a lot of screaming. There's a lot of like, getting after it. Screams. I was gonna do it, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
So, but it's still catchy enough to not be like super heavy metal.
Now, do you find yourself when you're out there running and you're blasting out your music? Do you start singing to it?
Dude, I'm like...
So people can, like, you're running by someone and they can hear you?
Too. I'm rocking. I'm guitar licking when I'm running.
I hear people doing that.
I just get after it. I'm into my tunes.
That's cool.
Pretend I'm like in a concert.
That's totally
cool. Ode to Clarissa, man.
Ode to Clarissa.
Numero quattro.
And then we go to number 3.
This is heavy stuff. Right. Top 3, baby.
So we're getting to the nitty gritty here. So I like a band called Fish. Love their stuff.
I know you like Fish.
Improv.
You've sung a Fish tune on this podcast.
I did. I was AC/DC back. Yeah, right. And that's a great song, and that might be in the list next week. Who knows? But this week, there's one song that I really love of theirs. One of my favorite songs is called Maze. And it's interesting too because it's about somebody running through a maze.
Well, hey, there you go. Running thing.
Exactly. Running through a maze and not knowing how to get out of the maze, not knowing which way to go, trying to get out of the maze, which is how I feel sometimes when I'm running because I'm going down lately and just taking different corners and trying to avoid, trying to avoid getting too close to people. But, turn here, turn there. But Maze is a great song because it starts off real, like, with just, a drum beat and a
Yeah.
bass line, and it's almost like reminds me of like a heartbeat. And then it starts off slowly and just builds and builds and builds and builds and builds, and then it just blasts out. And it's a great song live. And it's a good running tune.
Do you listen to the live version of it?
Yeah, I like to listen to the live
Yeah.
version because it's just you never know where it's going to go.
Right.
It's improv and it's exciting. So yeah, and it lasts a good long time. So it'll take up a good portion of a 5-mile run. You know,
Yeah.
so.
I always like songs that are better. There's some songs that are better live than they are on the album that I like.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you ever hear
Absolutely.
of Mattis Yahoo?
Oh yeah, of course.
That King Without a Crown song that's like his big hit?
Yeah.
Way better live.
Oh yeah. There's just so much more to it. The artists usually will feed off. They're always feeding off the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the crowd. They're putting more into it. It's usually an extended version.
Yep.
They'll probably jam to it more.
Right.
That's what they can't do in the studio, or they can, but to a certain extent, we got to keep the
But you
time
got like
down.
the energy of the
You get-
crowd
exactly,
going, getting
exactly.
the hype.
Yep.
Which is back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
How long is that song? Is that a jammer?
Maze. I mean, it could be like a 15-minute song, depending on where they go that night and how they're feeling. But yeah.
And do you listen to like different versions of it?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And it's never the same twice. You know what I mean? It's that's the way jazz music is. It's like there's some you get your general idea or format of the song, and then when they perform it, they're improvising, and every single person in the band does their own thing.
Yeah.
So that's
so it's
what's
like
so great about
Snowflake, man.
it.
No
Yeah.
two mazes are like
yeah.
the same.
Exactly, and that's what's beautiful about it. So that song just gives me pumped.
That's
Love it.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. My number 3 is a hip hop song.
Ooh, hip hop's great.
Hip hop.
It's great for running
I like
because
it.
there's a lot of energy.
There's a lot of energy. It's a song. It's another I don't know if it's a hit or whatever, but it's got Damian Marley in it. And
Yeah.
It's a Jay-Z
Yes.
tune.
Okay.
It's a Jay-Z tune with Damian Marley featuring.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called BAM, B-A-M. I don't know if it's technically called B-A-M or if it's called BAM.
Yep.
But that's the one that I like. And it's a song. It's a like typical. I'd say it's a typical Jay-Z song, and then it's there's a lot of bravado.
Okay.
You know.
Yep.
And I think I like that. It makes me feel like I can do anything, man.
Right.
Jay-Z came from the dirt,
Yeah.
and he's a billionaire.
Right.
I can go for a frickin' run.
I go exactly.
You know what I mean?
You need a little. I can do this.
I can do this.
I can do this.
You know? And he's talking about, how he's going to handle his business. You know? And then Damian Marley's in there, and it's got some reggae vibes
I love
to
reggae
it.
music. Reggae music, I didn't have in my top 5, but any reggae music.
Yeah.
Could be
So it's like
an honorable mention.
good
Yeah.
hip hop
Yep.
reggae thing going on with some like tough guy lyrics and like just catchy stuff, man.
Yeah.
And then it's just like you said, it gets you going because you're like, freaking A, man, I can do this. I can go for a run.
Yep.
And there's a lot of it's on his I don't know if it's the most recent album, but it's called 444. But there's like a lot of songs on that album that I really like.
Yeah. You could probably just go out and just listen to that album,
I could.
and you'd be
That'd be fun.
right there. Yeah.
But this one, BAM, is particularly catchy.
Bam.
And I think it's because of the reggae vibe to it, you know?
Yeah.
It gets me it's in a rhythm. It's got a
Yeah.
nice rhythm to it.
I could just go out and listen to Bob Marley.
Yeah, dude.
Just play Bob Marley the whole time when I'm running.
Yeah.
It'd be fantastic.
But it sounds pretty good too.
Oh,
I've heard a
yeah.
couple of songs.
It's everyone is family. They're all just musical,
Yeah.
and all of the stuff that they put out is just great.
Right. So that's my number 3.
Number 2.
BAM!
Bam! I like it. So number 2, this is another one, an improvisational band, jam band, if you will. Although that's kind of I always love that label on the band. It's Grateful Dead.
Jam, bro.
I've always been I love the Grateful Dead,
Mhm.
going way back. I've seen them play a lot of times too, and the song "Fire in the Mountain"
Ooh.
is a great one for me. Made it my number 2, and it actually first line, "Long Distance Runner." Right?
Jesus,
When
right?
he's
I mean,
standing-
come on.
yeah.
You get all these
Long distance
rhyme
runners,
lyrics
yeah.
in there.
Long Distance Runner, and it's weird how that is, but I've always identified with that song because I was a long distance runner from when I was younger, right? So,
and did they come? When was Grateful Dead big? I don't.
Well, I mean, they were big in the '60s, '70s, '80s, '90s.
So they were big as you were growing up.
Well, yeah. I was like, not a first generation Grateful Dead fan because I was just a baby when they came about, but I was like more like their second generation Grateful Dead.
Gotcha.
Deadhead, right? So.
Are you a Deadhead?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would classify myself as that. But so that song, when it came out, I was like, "Oh, cool, long distance runner. I am a long distance runner. Hey, I like that song."
Right.
And it's another one. I mean, the studio version is great, but you got to get a live version.
Yeah.
Because it goes on and on and on, and it just builds and builds and builds, and it's a cool song. You know what I mean? So which I always thought involved a runner. So I thought that was always kind of ironic too. The Grateful Dead with a long distance runner as a a character in their song, but yeah.
I have a jam band question.
Yes.
Not jam band. What did you call them?
Improvisational
band. Do they improv like the lyrics too?
Not usually. Not usually, but that particular song, one of the drummers does a rap too.
Wow.
It started out as a rap. It's kind of like a precursor to rap back in the '80s.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, in the '70s, which you would. It wasn't known as a rap song, but it would be classified as a rap song nowadays because it sounds like it.
Yeah.
It's weird. It sounds like it, and he riffs sort of like a rapper.
Like a freestyle kind of deal.
Yeah, but typically they didn't really change the lyrics all too much.
Mm-hmm.
They keep the verses, most of the verses, sometimes dropping a verse. But it was mostly.
Does it get like spread out though?
Oh yeah.
For like 17 minutes.
Yes.
The lyrics even get spread out.
Yeah.
Or is it like, all right, we finished our 3-minute song and we're gonna jam for 20 minutes?
Sometimes it's set. The jams are set within the verses or the choruses, and sometimes it's at the end of a song, jamming into another song.
Okay, got it.
And sometimes they just do a song straight up for a few minutes and stop and then start another one. But yeah, but that particular one was a cool song that just would go on, and a song would go into that one, and then would go into another song after that. So and Fire in the Mountain was.
That's a good one.
It gets me pumped when I'm running.
Awesome.
Yeah.
See, I feel like our songs are kind of like the opposite. I like songs that are quick hitting, that are like boom.
Well,
3, 4, 5 minutes of just. Let the groove get in.
I do like
very much.
I mean, Running with the Devil and Barracuda are quicker hitting ones too, but I have those two jam. And my number one, don't want to reveal it because you still have to go with your number two, but it's a little bit more of a quick hitting song.
Okay, I get it. So maybe we both have like more of an eclectic mix then, I think.
Yeah.
We're not going to be pigeonholed.
I'm not going to be pigeonholed.
No.
No.
And this next song is not. It's a song that is not really pigeonholed into a category. I think it's got some hip hop. It's very heavy rock.
Wow.
It's called Bulls on Parade.
Okay.
By Rage Against the Machine.
Oh.
So it's heavy.
Yeah.
But it's got there's some hip hop influence in it.
Yeah. That'll get your blood boiling.
That's another one that
gets your heart pumping. Yeah.
Get you going.
Yep.
And just like the riff, like at the beginning.
Would that be great to hear at the beginning of a run or at the beginning of a race?
Oh,
yeah. Get you ready to go like a bull, like a raging bull.
Like a bull on parade.
A bull on parade.
You know?
Can you imagine?
Bulls on parade.
Yeah. Running with bulls.
Right.
Bulls on parade.
So that's my number 2, and I just like it because it's quick, man. It's hot, it's heavy, it's boom. It's like game on. Let's effing go.
I would put that. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in a mix. That's a good one.
Yeah, you should throw that on your iPad.
Yeah.
iPod. Yeah. I haven't said iPod in a while.
I know, isn't that crazy?
iPod. Cool. Yeah, Bulls on Parade, baby. That's number 2.
Good one. So now we got number ones.
This is the one.
Who is number 1? No, I'm just kidding. So number 1 for me, I'm a huge Beatles fan too. I mean, Deadhead, Fishhead, but I love the Beatles.
Love the Beatles.
Always have. I remember bringing my Beatles albums into show and tell in kindergarten. I still have some of those albums. Yeah, but so the song I picked, and there's so many, is Revolution. Because the intro is like boom, and it's a rocker for sure.
Yeah, I like
and
Revolution.
It's not that long. It's the Beatles tunes are relatively short, really, you know.
Yeah.
And but it's a quick one. It's an exciting one, and I think even now I like the whole idea of revolution for a lot of reasons. But think of Running Revolution. I kind of mix those together too, and then I feel like there's
that was on my honorable mentions list.
Yeah, Revolution. Yes.
What's interesting is my number one song is also a Beatles song.
Ooh, I kind of maybe thought that it might be because I know you've been going through a Beatles.
I'm on a Beatles kick
these days. That's good.
I think Pat mentioned them not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I'm on a Beatles kick.
Yeah.
My number one running tune at the moment is "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds."
Oh, nice. Well, why that one?
That one because I just like listening to this. Like what's coming up next, like newspaper taxis coming to the shore.
There's a lot of really cool
flowers, plasticine quarters, and
it's really cool.
Ties. It's like really it's like I'm going on a journey. You know?
It's really neat imagery. So
definitely. Yes. So like I lose myself in it. Like a girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Yeah. What does that even mean?
I know. Well, yeah. Oh, that's.
I know. And it's kind of catchy too.
It is very catchy.
Yeah. Lucy in the Sky.
I like
that whole album, man.
Yeah. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
I could listen to that whole album.
Yeah.
And I have.
Definitely one of my favorite Beatles albums. Yes. That's a hard question, but that's definitely one of my favorite ones.
Oh, yeah.
I used to listen to that over and over and over again.
Yeah. So number one.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Really cool.
I heard an interview once, and I think John Lennon was being a little coy.
Oh.
Because people think it's written about LSD, obviously, right?
Yeah, because the whole LSD, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
And then, like, the imagery in the song. And he's like, nah, man, my son drew a picture one day, and there had diamonds in the sky. Yeah. And Lucy was he said, that's Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Yeah, that's apparently the true story of it, but,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like he's fudging a little bit there.
I think they were doing a little experimenting. They weren't doing a lot of running, I can tell you that for sure.
That is true.
I'm sure they weren't going through a real healthy phase in their lives, but, so.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
I do.
Before we wrap up?
Okay.
Just quick.
It's going to be a real quick one. I do have a lot, actually, but I'm going to do it because, hey, if I can turn our listeners onto some songs that they might want to put into their mix, then, power to you, Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, good stuff.
Autumn Leaves by Miles Davis. Beautiful, beautiful song. And you know what? Don't laugh. The Rocky theme song. Hey, come on.
That's good stuff.
Serious. Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Oh, all right.
Come on, Eileen by Dexys Midnight Runners.
Yep, that's a good one.
Fight for Your Right by the Beasties.
That's another
Born to Run by The Boss. Borderline by Madonna. Don't laugh. She's great. Anything by the Carpenters. And if you don't know who the Carpenters are, folks, look them up.
Look them up.
Let's see. Run to the Hills by Iron Maiden. Living After Midnight by Judas Priest. Good Times, Bad Times by Led Zeppelin. And Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. I knew you'd love that one.
That's my favorite song.
Isn't that that's an eclectic mix? And there's tons of other things. I gotta put some reggae in there. How about you? Honorable mentions.
I don't really have many. Because I've just been on the Beatles kick. I just have Beatles songs for my
anything by the Beatles then, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I just say go listen to the Beatles.
Right.
Done.
Right. I think the Ramones and the Sex Pistols deserve a listen too.
Yes, the Ramones. Yeah. Especially if you like those quick tunes that are just like upbeat. And
I could listen to the Ramones one day. Do a Ramones run.
A Ramones run?
Yeah.
Wearing a leather jacket?
I could definitely do that. Might be kind of warm these days, but I'll try it.
Try it out. Try it out.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Everyone has their playlists.
Exactly.
And it changes, and music can enhance your run.
It can.
It can pump you up and get you going, get you over the hill. Mm. And my wife listens to music all the time, and she's got her playlist, and she likes to play like really upbeat tunes. Yeah. That's my
bag.
Yeah.
I like upbeat tunes. Sometimes though, I thought I just mentioned. Sometimes I'm in more of a subdued mood. Like I'll listen to like a Jack Johnson or like a acoustic session or something.
That's cool.
But when I'm running, I like to just get after it.
Yeah. Got to get after it.
Got it.
You folks have to get after it too. Get out there and get some running in.
Get some running in.
Right?
enjoy yourself as best you can during these crazy times.
Stay healthy. We hope you're staying healthy and your families are staying healthy. So,
Yeah, and keep running.
because it's good for you.